Hi friends, happy Friday. Welcome back to our mini lesson for today. Today for our mini lesson, you will need 2 activity sheets out of today's work packet that look like this. At the top it says the gingerbread pup and has 4 blank boxes with our character setting, problem, and solution. We also have our other activity sheet that says the gingerbread pup at the top with 4 boxes filled with pictures. So you will need these 2 activity sheets with a glue stick and scissors. Make sure when you complete this activity today, there's an adult that is sitting with you since we will be doing some cutting and gluing. Go ahead and pause the video and grab the materials that you need. All right, friends, welcome back. Today for our mini lesson, we are going to work on our learning target that says, I can identify the story elements of a fictional text. This is what we've been working on for 3 weeks in our unit right now, building our schema, our toolbox of information up here, so that as readers, we know how to read and think about our reading. So we talked about how our story elements are the characters, setting, problem, and solution of a story. Without those things, a story would be so boring. So we need all 4 of those working together. So what you should have done already is watched your read aloud for today. Your read aloud was about this little character, the gingerbread pup. It also was about a human character. The human character's name is Evelina. And if you remember, Evelina tends to her sheep, but her sheep don't listen. They run away from her, they do naughty things. And so she says, oh, I just want a what? A dog, right? So she decides, ooh, I'm gonna bake a cookie. And she decides to make a gingerbread pup. And when she does, she accidentally peeks too soon. And what happens? Out pops the pup. So now she has this little gingerbread pup friend that's real. And the gingerbread pup is kind of a crazy pup. He actually runs away, right? So as he's running away, she's trying to catch it, but it keeps going. It makes the sheep go in the mud. It runs through the village, and the villagers start chasing it. Well, that little gingerbread pup comes to a riverbank and sees the old shaggy dog. And the gingerbread pup says, hey, can I get on your back to go across the river? So the shaggy dog is like, sure. And the pup keeps saying, na, 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 boo, boo, saying, you can't get me, and rides across the shaggy dog's back. But unlike that sly fox, the shaggy dog, notice, he looks pretty friendly. And once he gets to the other side, he does not eat the pup. He gives him a ride. And when they realize that he doesn't eat the gingerbread pup, the villager tells our character that, hey, you know what? This gingerbread pup is a stray dog. He doesn't have a home or a family. So she decides to take in the gingerbread, or not the gingerbread pup, the shaggy dog, right? And thanks the shaggy dog for bringing her pup across safely. So Evelina and the 2 dogs head back home. Well, when they go home, who's crazy and wackadoodle? The gingerbread pup. And she is not happy, Evelina. So she decides, she and her new dog, the shaggy dog, decide, ooh, you know what? We have a solution. We are going to bake a gingerbread boy for that pup. So they do. Out pops the gingerbread boy. And remember, they end up naming this shaggy dog Ruffles. So Ruffles and Evelina decide to bake that gingerbread boy, and out the gingerbread boy runs, and he runs away, and who chases him? The gingerbread pup. And the story tells us that Evelina and Ruffles live happily ever after. Look at her, so happy with her dog, with her sheep. And so do the gingerbread boy and the gingerbread pup at the very end of the story. So what a story, and what a twist is what we say, a plot twist. So we have lots of different characters in our story and several problems. So on your sheet that has the pictures, we have 4 different groups of pictures. In the first group, we have what we see, the characters, right? We see that there is Evelina, the Ruffles, the gingerbread boy, and the gingerbread pup. In the next picture, or the next box, we see that Evelina is baking some gingerbread. She puts them in the oven, and out pops the gingerbread boy. This picture shows us a picture of Evelina saying, "Oh no, the gingerbread pup is running away." That looks like a problem. And then, ooh, this is a picture of the houses and the snow falling, and everything is just so calm and so right. That looks like maybe the setting where the story takes place through the village at a house. So what we're going to do is cut and glue the boxes to the right spot. So the first thing we're going to look for are the characters. So tell my finger to stop on the box that shows us the characters. Just the characters. Stop right here. So watch what I do. This is where I'm going to ask for your parents to help you. So we talked about scissors before. When we use our scissors, we pretend they're alligator mouths that chomp away from our body. So when I pick them up, I have a thumbs up. I put the thumb inside of the eyeball of the alligator, and I stick 3 fingers in its jaw. I'm going to hold my paper away and cut away from my body too. So I'm going to open and close, and then I'm going to cut along the lines of the paper. Okay. If you need to pause the video at any time to give yourself more time, absolutely do that. You can rewind, start whenever you need to. Once you cut out the characters, you're going to glue them into the box below the word that starts with C, characters. But when you use your glue, you don't need a lot. You can just swirl, 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 swirl right in the middle of your box and stick it right in the middle of your characters box. Okay? Then we have our setting. Like I said, you can pause the video at any time if you need to. So tell my finger to stop on the picture of the setting where the story takes place. Stop. Good. So the setting is at Evelina's house and through the village. So we can see those houses. So I'm going to cut along the lines. While my alligator mouth eats those lines, I use my other hand to turn the paper. Okay. And then on the back, I swirl, 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 and stick the setting right to the middle of that box. Okay, so now my 2 story elements, the characters and setting, are put on our graph. The next thing I want to do is look for the problem. Remember how we talk about how the problem is the characters? Uh-oh. Well, look at this picture. The character Evelina is definitely making an uh-oh face because her pup is running. So we're going to cut out that picture for our problem. We're going to swirl, 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 and stick it to our box that says problem right below. Okay? And then lastly, we have our solution. So the solution to the problem for the crazy gingerbread pup is for Evelina to make what? A gingerbread boy. So we cut that box out and swirl, 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 and stick that box right there with our solution. So we have our characters, setting, problem, and solution for our story, our fictional text, The Gingerbread Pup. Great job this week with your mini lesson, friends, with story elements. In the next unit that we will begin, we will start a new reading strategy. So great job building your schema. Make sure to post this to your teacher's Google Classroom. There will be a spot for it. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will see you on Monday.